What was inside this 4,500-year-old pyramid, standing 480 feet above the ground, that researchers sent a robot with a camera permit just to see it? At one point, the robotic camera stopped because a stone slab blocked its path. Researchers believe that behind this slab lay a secret buried for the past 4,500 years. They were determined to uncover it at any cost. So they attached a drill to the robot, which made a hole in the stone slab. A camera was then inserted through the hole, and what it saw on the other side was something no one had witnessed for 4,500 years. Once again, astonishing discoveries emerged from Egypt. In total, there are 138 pyramids in Egypt that have endured dozens of earthquakes and many dangerous storms over thousands of years, yet not a single one has shifted from its place. The tallest and largest of them is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Its base area is about 13 acres, meaning that nearly 9 football fields could fit inside it. According to estimates, around 2.3 million massive stone blocks were used in its construction, some weighing up to 50 tons each. The total weight of the pyramid is estimated at about 6 million tons, roughly equivalent to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifas. But what was the purpose of building such enormous and magnificent pyramids? Thousands of years ago, when humans had no modern tools, how were the walls of these structures leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut into perfect square shapes and lifted 480 feet high without cranes? What kind of engineers designed these pyramids to be earthquake-resistant and set all their sides at exactly a 51.5-degree angle? You will learn all of this in today's video. Challenge number 1: Direction alignment. For centuries, different research teams have tried to understand the construction techniques of this pyramid. One mystery is how each side of the pyramid was aligned exactly with north, south, east, and west, without a compass. Many experts believe the ancient architects first selected land capable of supporting millions of tons of weight. Then, using stars that helped determine Earth's poles, they marked each side of the pyramid. Without compasses or optical instruments, they achieved astonishing precision thousands of years ago. Challenge number 2: Leveling the ground. The 13-acre site had to be perfectly level. Even a slight unevenness would have made it impossible to erect a structure of 2.3 million stones. Without laser levelers or modern tools, experts believe the engineers dug trenches around the site, filled them with water, and used the water level as a reference to level the ground. Uneven areas were chipped away with chisels and hammers. Some believe they also used a simple tool with wooden arms and a hanging stone at the center. If the string aligned perfectly in the middle, the ground was level. Challenge number 3: Cutting the stones. Now that the directions were marked and the ground leveled, construction began. Millions of tons of stone were needed. Without grinders or modern machinery, how did they cut 50-ton blocks into square shapes? Experts suggest they used copper tools mixed with certain strengthening elements. These chisels were hammered into the stone repeatedly, and after hours of effort, the massive stones were shaped. Challenge number 4: Transportation. The limestone used in the pyramid was quarried about 250 kilometers away in the city of Tura. Each block weighed around 50 tons, equal to 3 passenger buses. Transporting such heavy stones without modern vehicles seems impossible. Surprisingly, they used the Nile River. Stones were loaded onto large boats and transported by water. Experts estimate that loading and unloading each shipment required an army of at least 500 workers. Challenge number 5: Lifting the stones. After cutting and transporting the stones, how were they lifted to such heights? Some experts believe spiral ramps or zigzag ramps were used. It is almost certain that armies of laborers pulled these 50,000-kilogram blocks upward using ropes and ramps. Challenge number 6: Granite mystery. Inside the pyramid are chambers, passageways, and small tunnels. Interestingly, The inner chambers were not made of limestone but granite, a stone considered one of the hardest in the world after diamond. Even today, cutting granite requires powerful grinders. Archaeologists were puzzled about how ancient Egyptians cut granite so precisely 4,500 years ago. Eventually, experts suggested they used a toothless saw, applying pressure from both sides while adding abrasive sand in between. Cutting a single massive granite block this way could take up to 4 months. What was the real purpose behind building these pyramids? How many workers were involved at once? And what exactly did the robotic camera see beyond that stone slab after 4,500 years? Thank you very much for your love, comments, and likes. See you in the next exciting part.